Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to take a Synty Studios character such as this cowboy, put it in Blender, make some changes, and then import it in Unreal Engine 4. Alright, let's get started. So I have this empty third-person project and I have added this Synty Studios Western pack to it. I'm going to use this cowboy character as an example. So I have added that. You can try any other Synty Studios character that will work. So I'm gonna make changes to this cowboy. So I'm gonna take this, right? So I'm gonna pick this character. I'm gonna go ahead and export it. I'm gonna keep it here. I'm gonna keep everything as it is. I'm not going to change anything. So after I have exported, I'm going to go to my Blender 2.79. You could do it in 2.8 if you're familiar with the latest version, but I really know how to use this, so I'm going to stick to this. So I'm going to go ahead and import FBX. I'm going to navigate to my folder and then import. I'm not going to change any of the settings. I'm just going to directly import it. So this is the import. Now I'm going to change. This is very important. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to expand this, click on this so it has root underneath, right? So I'm going to click on the SK character cowboy, right click, then delete. It will delete that and make the root as the root of this, and it will increase the size. So we're going to also decrease the size as well. So you're going to go to this scene tab, and then you see the unit scale. You're going to change it to 0.01. So there you go. Now you're back to normal, right? Okay, now you want to save this so that if anything happens, you can retrieve it. So as you see, we have like only one skeleton character cowboy, right? This one. So we're going to play with this. Okay, so we're going to isolate this. Let's hide the root bone. Okay, and then we're in object mode. So I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to select by right clicking the character, then go to edit mode, right? Then I'm going to press A to select all, or A to deselect all, right? Now I'm going to choose face, right? Now if I press B, I get this selection, right? Now I'm going to highlight all the parts of the head, right? You just keep pressing B and keep selecting the head part of it. There you go. Okay, I think we have selected all the parts of the head. Make sure you cover every part. Okay, I think we're done. And what else? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, the head is selected. I'm going to press P in my keyboard and then selection. So what it did is isolated the head from the body, right? There you go. Select the head, then go to material and click on this two, right? And then double click on this and says body. No, this is, I think this is head. Yeah, this is head. And the second one, you don't have to do anything. You can just double click and say body, or whatever you want to name it. So we have that. So they're gonna use different materials. That's pretty cool. Now I'm going to hide and deselect the head, so only the character is selected. So I'm going to export this and import it in UE4. Okay, so I'm going to select show and enable the bone. Make sure you have the eye and the pointer, right? So, and same thing for the character as well. So I'm going to press A to select the bone and the mesh, right? Everything is selected, and I'm going to go to export FBX. Then I'm going to go to this is where I want to save it. So I'm going to go select object. The scale has to be 1, and this has to be apply scale has to be FBX unit scale. Okay, and make sure the scale is 1. So now we can save it. I'm gonna name it cowboy 02, and also in the geometry you can uncheck this. In the armature you can uncheck that. In animation you can uncheck baked animation because we don't have any animation. Now I'm going to go ahead and save it, export it. So that is exported. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the head. Okay, I'm going to hide the body, unselect the body, show the head, and select the head. Now I'm going to do the same thing, select all, export FBX. Now the selection is going to stay the same, right? But all I have to do is rename it to head 01. So this is the only head is over there. So I'm going to name 01 and then export. So I have the body and head exported, right? Okay, so next thing is we're going to go to our. So I have this empty third-person project open with Synty Studios Polygon Western. You can use any other pack with their characters, it will work. So we have this character, right? So we're going to do we're going to first prepare the skeleton. Open the Synty skeleton, go to option, show retargeting option, make sure the root is animation and the pelvis is animation scaled, and everything is skeleton. If it's not on skeleton, you can right click, go to retargeting skeleton, it will choose everything skeleton. So this is fine. Then we're going to go to retarget manager, and we're going to select humanoid rig and do auto map. Make sure the name is right. So for the root, I'm going to deselect, make sure it's none. Pelvis, match the name, spine 1, spine 2, spine 3. Make sure all the name matches, otherwise it's going to screw things up. So this looks fine. Make sure the root is none. Save, close this. Then we're going to go to the UE4 mannequin, mesh, open the skeleton. We're going to do show, make sure the root is animation and the pelvis animation scale, everything else is skeleton. Ignore the IK bones, I'm not going to use that. Then go to retarget manager, we're going to select the humanoid rig auto map, keep the root, make sure the name is always right in this scenario, so auto map. And this is one thing you're going to do. We're going to go back to this folder. So in this folder I'm going to use the Typos UE4 mannequin FBX. I will provide the link for you. So what it does, you will be able to create a pose. This will turn the UE4 mannequin skeleton into a T-pose. If I drag and drop it here, and then is going to select the UE4 mannequin skeleton, import, right click, create pose asset, select the T-pose UE4 mannequin that you just imported, accept. It's going to create a T-pose for you for this specific skeleton. Open this skeleton again, go to the modify pose, drop down, select the pose and import. See, it goes to the T-pose, hide, T-pose, show, T-pose. So hide the pose, make sure you save it. Then we should be set. Save the project. Now we should be able to retarget the blueprint. So if I go to the animation blueprint, right click, retarget animation blueprint, duplicate, select the Polywiz character, the Synty Studios character, and everything matches, retarget. And let's see how our animation looks normal. Perfect. So save it again. Now edit the third person character. Go to viewport, change the mesh to the Synty and change the animation to the new animation. Change that. Okay, now I have to change this first. Let's see where is this character. Okay, so I didn't import the character yet, so I changed the skeleton and prepare it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go import the skeleton. I import the cowboy tool that we created. Import that. It's going to automatically select the skeleton because it's compatible. Import it. Okay, it's there. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the hat, and it will automatically select the skeleton because it's compatible. Okay, done. I'm going to assign the material to it. If I open the cowboy, see it has no hat on it, and then if I open the hat, there you go, that's the hat. Okay, now close both of them, save the project again. Now I'm going to select cowboy 2 and change the skeleton mesh of the third person blueprint to this, and the animation is going to be, we already targeted, is going to be in your content folder, this one. There you go. Now see everything works, right? It's at the right arm, so that's a huge issue. I mean, not a huge issue, but it's fixing that isn't troublesome. So let's see if we can fix that. So I'm going to go open the Synty Studios character skeleton mesh, not the skeleton mesh, but the skeleton. Go to show retargeting option. Okay, so we're going to choose the lower arm right and change it to animation relative and see if that fixes. There you go, it fixes the issue. And the hand right is going to animation relative as well. So the lower arm right and hand right is going to animation relative, and then see the right arm works perfectly. Okay, so we're going to close that. Now if I play again, see my right arm is proper. There you go, it works now, right? Pretty cool. Let's put the hat back on. Third person character blueprint. Then if I go to the mesh, add component, skeleton mesh. There you go, skeleton mesh, and name it hat. So this is going to be your hat. Make sure the parent socket of the hat is head. There you go. Now we're going to change the skeleton mesh to our hat. There you go, it's there. Okay, so we're going to freeze, uncheck the real time so that it doesn't move. Now we just have to do some alignment. Since the alignment is going to be 90 degrees this way, and we're just going to drop it on his head like that. There you go. Is it perfect? No. Let me see. And you know what to do now, right? Okay, did I remove the eyebrow from this guy? I probably removed the eyebrow accidentally. So the head is back on. Alright, so there you go, it works now, right? Perfectly. So this is how you do this. If you found it useful, press the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.